Hello everyone, it's Nick Peters here of the Gaming Theologian channel. And our video today doesn't have a thumbnail because I wasn't able to create one. If you're listening and you're good at making thumbnails and you want to help out with that, please get in touch with me. Let's go drawing. Now, as many of us know from Metroid, traditionally the main enemy of Samus Aran has been Mother Brain. Of course, this isn't always the case. For instance, in just even in Metroid 2, The Return of Samus, the villain was the Queen Metroid. And then, oh, that did not do well. And then in Metroid Prime, it was where? The Metroid Prime. But while the Mother Brain is certainly not the kind of mother one should aspire to, there are good mothers out there in the world, thankfully. So I figured we'd talk about them today. Now, they exist in the Bible, definitely. Even the very first Genesis gives a lot of credence to mothers as playing an important part in the story of mankind, be it Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, Leah, any others out there. And I also think about women like Hannah, who prayed for a child, which came in the person of Samuel. And when we get to the New Testament, we find numerous women as well, such as the mother and grandmother of Timothy, Eunice and Lois. I never can remember right off which order those are in, which one's which, but they're there. And of course, while I am a Protestant through and through, we do have to acknowledge Mary as well. And I think this is a mistake that those of us who are Protestants have made, because we look at what the Orthodox Church and the Catholic Church do and think, that seems like a bridge too far with Mary. But if they go for a bridge too far, our problem is we don't even have a bridge at all. That we've pretty much ignored Mary. And that shouldn't be the case. Mary deserves to be honored. Scripture says she is to be honored above women, and we should hold her in high esteem. She had the job assignment of being mother to the Messiah, and even to a person who had in him the second nature of a Trinity, or the second nature of God, the second person of a Trinity. Blah. Okay. That was a big task for her, and she handled it. I don't think God took the question lightly of who would raise up the Messiah, who would raise up his very son on this earth lightly. I think he chose Mary for good reasons. And we need to accept those reasons and celebrate Mary more often than we do. Like I said, I agree that Catholics go too far and Orthodox go too far, yes. We don't go far enough. We need to do more. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how it is I'm supposed to get to where I'm supposed to go here. Now, on my end, I'm talking about mothers. I happen to have a very close relationship with my mother. I call my mom every day. And frankly, there's no one in the world I enjoy teasing more than my mother. But at the same time, I'm also very defensive of her, such that if anyone says anything insulting to my mother, where it's on, as far as I'm concerned, that I will not hold back, and I've demonstrated this before with how I've handled people who've insulted her. My mother is someone who's believed in me many times when others wouldn't. And being on the spectrum, I know my mother did not have an easy task with me. That she was put into a world where she did not know how best to help me out. Look, I get that children don't come with instruction manuals. We all know that. But autism, I know, added a layer of complexity to that. Well, I don't think it's a world she would have willingly chosen. I think it's one she's happily accepted, though. That I'm her gift, and that she treasures me. As hard as that might be for some of you out there to believe. But my mother never stops telling me how proud she is of me and encouraging me in everything that I do. And I greatly value that. Now, have things always been perfect? No, of course not. My mother does have a tendency to be very overprotective, and I think even she would tell you that. And I don't respond well to overprotectiveness. I know she means well, but she's also come to realize that I'm my own person and I'm extremely independent with things. But I love my mother, and she means so much to me. Not too long ago, when I was out driving, also I saw a billboard for a hospital system, and I get what they were trying to say, but they did not say it right. It was a sign advertising their maternity department and saying that it was the place where mothers were made. Nope, it's not. The place where mothers are made is generally a bedroom. Yes, I know it can happen in other places, but generally it happens in the bedroom. And once the sperm and the egg meet together, a woman is a mother. And there's no changing that. And we need to realize that in our culture today, because we actually live in a culture where motherhood is now seen as a negative. Even recently, I had someone trying to tell me that a child is a parasite. It's not the first time I've heard that. But how far have we fallen when we say something like that? How far when a woman, her very body is designed for pregnancy. She's meant to give birth. And yet we look on that and say, that's a negative. How can that be a negative? Women are arguing against their own biology, often because they want a career or they want more meaningless sex. What's wrong with us? Seriously, what is wrong with us? What what happens to a woman to convince her that she's better off not having children? That children are a problem for her, that a career will have more good for her than children will. This is a lie feminism has spread to women. Okay, yeah, I think this is where I'm supposed to go now. That it's as if they think their true fulfillment is going to lie in being like a man. It won't. Best thing a woman can do is be a woman. Now, this is not to say all women will be mothers or that there's something wrong with a woman who is not a mother. Some women will stay single for various reasons, and it's not always a negative reason. Uh, Here at the seminary, we often celebrate the missionary Lottie Moon, who stayed single because she devoted her life to missions. I don't have a problem with that. Or women who go into, say, in the Catholic tradition, who go into convents practicing a life of celibacy because they are devoting themselves to God. Before I go this way, I want to go where the safe point is first. I don't have a problem with that either, okay? I'm not saying that if you choose to not get married and want to do missions work instead, that's fine. That's your choice. And I understand that choice. But I think more women need to be mothers. Motherhood needs to be celebrated instead of being made a curse, a punishment of sorts. And it's because we live in a society of feminism that women have come to believe that their own biology is a negative. And it isn't. Women have a gift in being able to give birth. Yes, I'm quite sure that when the process is going on, it's hardly being celebrated as a positive, that there's a lot of pain involved. But there's so much good involved in it, too. So much helpful that comes out of a woman making a sacrifice to raise the next generation. And can there be any truer, higher calling out there than raising up future human beings? And we need that. Our birth rate is dropping here in America. And I blame abortion and feminism for that. The two go hand in hand, I think. I have to go this way somehow, I'm sure. I'm just trying to figure out what it is I'm supposed to do. Where that wall explodes, so I would think there'd have to be something with that. Like I said, guys, as I've told you before, I'm going into this game largely blind. I haven't played it before, and so I'm just exploring everything on my own here. Okay. I guess this is what I need to do. Women, you have a gift. Not only do you have a gift, you are a gift. And for we men out there, you have no idea how helpful it can be to us if we know we have a good woman in our corner. It changes everything. A man's whole outlook on life is different whenever he thinks there's a woman out there who supports him, or even if he thinks there could be such a woman out there who'd support him. Okay, I think I see what I can do with this guy a lot better now. I'm not doing perfect, but generally I think the idea is to draw him in, jump over him, lava, rinse, repeat. Ooh, wave beam. Now, the wave beam I think should be able to pass through some barriers. Yep, can pass through solid objects. Fill her up. And men out there, if you do have a woman in your life, treasure and honor her. And if she's a mother, celebrate that, definitely. This lady is raising your children, as it were. Of course, I know they're the children of both of you. You don't have to say I'm denying that at all. But she trusts you so much that she wants to be the mother of your children. And that is something incredible. And please, when you're done watching this video, to which please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video, If you haven't in a while, or even if you have, give your mom a call. Let her know how much you care about her. You only get one mother, technically. Yes, I do realize, of course, that there can be adopted mothers of sorts other than your real mother, but biologically, you only have one. Okay. Treasure that one. Celebrate that one. And you can make her day if you call her and say something to her. Whoa. There has to be a way past this guy. I gotta say, I'm kind of stumped at this point here. Let's see what happens if I wait for him to raise up. Ah, I think I see something now. That whenever I shoot him, he does move back. So let's see what happens if I keep shooting him. Back, back, I say. Back. There has to be some trick here to get past this thing. Okay, this is as far as it goes. Okay, I've thought about this now. I think I have a strategy. Let's see if this works. Yep, I managed to damage him some. So apparently the thing is, I have to get him to chase after me and then bomb. And let's see where he's supposed to be at. Even if this isn't the right strategy I'm supposed to use, it certainly is an interesting one. I know I'm thankful for my mother. I mean, yes, I'm thankful for my dad too, but we'll get to Father's Day when that time comes. But my parents made sure I was in church every Sunday. And my mother was always a big advocate of mine, still is today. And that just can't be replaced. Guys, Call your moms tomorrow, definitely, and let them know how much you appreciate them, that you're thankful for them in your life, assuming you had a good mother. And if you didn't, find a good woman in your area and a good mother there and celebrate her. Acknowledge the mothers who did something right if yours didn't. And I encourage you to find a good mother figure in your life that you can look to. Someone who will support you and help you out in a way that a lady is supposed to. Ooh, I suspect this is another boss battle. Ah, I think I see what I'm supposed to do here. It's awkward, but I figure these things have to be floating around here for a reason. Fortunately, I think I'll get more than enough health and other goodies from this stuff. That is a nice thing about some of the bosses in this game as compared to past games is that they do tend to have ways for you to refill, as it were. And I suspect I have to knock down everything from this guy. See, that's one of the strategies in games is to find out why bosses do the things they do. Like, why does this guy have these flying enemies coming out of him? Well, the only reason I could think of was so I could get some leverage. Turns out that's probably correct. Now let's see if we have to go on this side now. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything on the other side now. So we'll wait until this guy comes around here again. Well, that was interesting. But I have a strong suspicion that's not the last we've seen of that thing. But at least I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to go. And yep, it looks like we are heading to where Ridley is. Yeah, God, I love the music here. It's such a good remix of the original tone. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way first. There's a save spot over here. strong suspicion that this is where we are going to get super missiles. Finally. Oh gosh. This place is certainly a whole lot more, well, disgusting than it was in the original Metroid. I guess that's not to be too surprising. Okay, this whole room, it seems to be, the sole purpose of it would be to refill everything that I've got. Okay, thing is, I know of no way I can get through that right now. They actually made this game much more confusing than they did the original Metroid. And that's a pretty high bar to cross. Okay, I'm gonna try one more theory here. Now, if I can't figure this out soon, well, we've already saved. Let's look and see. Okay, there's nothing there. It looks like I would have to hit that directly. And otherwise, I'm not going to go and look anything up here. If I can't figure this out, well, I just have to keep trying other ways. Oh, I am developing a suspicion here that there could be something else in this room. And I'm going to be thinking about this quite a bit tonight, I think. We saved earlier, so I'm just going to let that be for tonight. Because there's no point in saving if all I'm doing is just adding extra time onto things. I would think whatever it is, it'd have something to do with this thing here. How that works, I'm not sure. I figure if I got here, odds are there has to be a way somehow. Well, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to go take care of some other things now. But I'm Nick Peters, the gaming theologian, and I affirm the virgin birth.